Hello and welcome to the 2026 Midwest Multifamily Forecast brought to you by Gray Capital. My name is Griffin Haddad, co-host of the Gray Report, as well as the manager of investor communications here at Gray Capital. We're excited to break down our most recent report, the 2026 Midwest Multifamily Forecast, with you. And bringing with me today, I have Spencer Gray, host of the Gray Report podcast, as well as the CEO and principal of Gray Capital. We also brought along John Chapman, data scientist here at Gray Capital, to break down his methodology and the numbers in more depth than Spencer and I can provide. We're excited that you've joined us. Hopefully you've read the report, but because you're here with us today, we're going to take you beyond the data, deeper into the markets with insights and other pivotal aspects of these markets that you otherwise wouldn't get in the report. Spencer, are you excited to be here?
Griffin, I appreciate you bringing us in. I'm very excited to be here, excited to kind of go over the details of this report. And you and John and the team have been working on this for months, really, quite some time. And so it's putting together a lot of work for this past year. 2025 was a dynamic year, to say the least. 2026, I think, is not going to give us the absolute clarity as like some folks would want to, but I think having a little better insight and some clarity of that not everything's perfect. It's not like we're over the hump of some of the challenges that we experienced in 2025, and really since we've been experiencing since 2023. But it gives us an insight to some normalization and some where there may be some greener shoots in the latter half of 2026 into 2027. But very excited to be here.
Right.
Thanks, Griffin.
We've had today circled on our calendar for quite some time just to be able to share these insights, discuss the data with John. John, this is the first time you've seen your report printed in physical form. That's got to be an exciting moment for you as a co-author. How does that feel?
Oh, absolutely. It's great to have it, on paper, get something out to everybody. A lot of good work being put into this, especially on your end, Griffin, and it's great to get to go over this in more depth.
Absolutely. Now, before we jump in, I think it would only be appropriate for us to give a brief background on Gray Capital, just as there might be people that are watching that are not specifically familiar with our firm and our investment strategies. Spencer, would you like to do that?
Absolutely. Gray Capital, we're a vertically integrated multifamily owner and operator. It's really a private equity real estate company. When I say vertically integrated, that means we do our own property management in-house. We do a lot of our own construction management in-house. And we also, we put out a lot of great content. These research reports are part of that content. And just an example of the type of work we do, it's not just aggregating information elsewhere, although we do a ton of that also. But this report really has bespoke and a novel information and analysis. Then we have the Gray Report newsletter that comes out every single week, every Thursday at 8:30. We've been doing that since 2020. It's one of the best real estate newsletters that's on the market. Covers multifamily, commercial real estate, macroeconomy. As you know, Griffin, we do the Gray Report newsletter or podcast and YouTube show once a week as well. You co-host that. It's a great time talking about a lot of those research reports, articles, just what's going on in the multifamily industry. And so highly recommend, if you're not subscribed to the Gray Capital YouTube channel, which is the home of the Gray Report, go ahead and subscribe now. Press the bell icon so you can be notified every single time we have a new piece of content. We love doing kind of events like this also to take a deeper dive into some of that research. Gray Capital, we've had a history of being a firm for over 10 years. We've done over $2 billion of transactions since we've started. The total portfolio, including our core portfolio, our co-GP portfolio, is around 7,500 units, and we operate in the Midwest. So we're based out of Indianapolis, but we target markets in Ohio, Kentucky, Michigan. And so, this report, at first, it's for internal use. We want to be very knowledgeable about the markets that we know, but we want to have a deeper understanding of. But it's a great opportunity to share that internal research with the broader investment community and our partners as well. Got a lot of active projects. We try to do a lot of good work. And this is an example. There's some pictures of the types of assets we own. A couple of our properties, Villas on Fur, Flats at Stones Crossing, and Sycamore Terrace, just to give a little bit of an example of the type of work that we do here at Gray Capital. And again, make sure you check out the Gray Report right here on YouTube, but also make sure you're signed up for the Gray Report newsletter as well. You can do that at graycapitalllc.com. Well, Griffin, you want to just give us a little bit of a preview of kind of what folks are going to be experiencing
Right.
On today's show?
2025, it's in the rearview mirror. The only thing that we can do is continue to look forward into the next year. And so when we put this idea together of the 2026 multifamily forecast, specifically in the Midwest, as an operator in the Midwest, we obviously have target markets that we were most intrigued by, most interested in. And so our report not only covers the national rent trends projected into 2026, but we also are including forecasts for rent growth, starts, and vacancies across several of our target markets here at Great Capital. Specifically, will be markets such as Chicago, Lansing, Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati, and Columbus, Ohio. These markets are all within our zone of operational excellence and are all markets and where we're looking to acquire Midwest multifamily assets. The report not only covers the 2026 forward-looking projections, but it also incorporates what I would like to think is some future forecast into 27 and 28 in regards to projecting 26 starts, which I think is quite interesting. John, we'll get into that a little bit later. The other thing that I also am excited to hear more about today and what we're going to cover in this section is the methodology of how this data was derived, how we made our forecast for 2026. And John, I'm looking forward to hearing that from you. And then if you're watching on our live stream today, please bring your questions in the chat. We are monitoring that. If you do have a question, it's likely that we'll see it. If we can get to it right away, we absolutely will. In the event that it does take us a moment, please stick around because we will address all questions at the end of this live stream and forecast. So let's jump right in. We've got 5 takeaways that I'd